They become sticky.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
and they can actually kind of fuse together and become uncomfortable. Um, but the same with your perimenopause and menopause and things like that. You can have external dryness as well, and it becomes uncomfortable to even have clothing touch. So I actually sell like a vulva balm and things like that actually help to hydrate those areas and make things more comfortable.
Yeah, because you're walking around and it's like, oh, ah,
Yeah,
it hurts.
just like, oh, these pants are rubbing the wrong way, something like that. So you want to make sure that it's not just in the bedroom, that you're comfortable throughout your entire day as well.
Sure, yeah.
When I start my parties and stuff out, I always start out with Bath and Beauty. So that was a big thing when I was with the other company.
Mm-hmm.
We had a ton of Bath and Beauty, and a lot of people that come into parties, they're like, "Well, where's the other stuff? We have Bath and Beauty stuff." But it's so, so important to have that self care in there, because if you're not liking what you see in the mirror on a daily basis, it not only transitions throughout your entire day, but ultimately ends up into your bedroom routine.
Sure.
Because, it's like, we can't cut the lights on, okay? Because it's with your body. It's a whole thing. We're not just talking sexual wellness. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about how you view yourself. Because how I view myself in the mirror is like, girl, we got this. And then I put my clothes on, I'm like, well, maybe we ain't got this. Maybe we need to hit the gym a little bit more. But it's how you feel in your daily skin that can make all the difference. Because I have a lot of people, I sell lingerie pieces as well. And there's some people that's like, yay, lingerie. And then there's some people that's like, no.
I've never,
no lingerie.
there's no way, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn off the lights.
But lingerie is for you. It's designed to make you have, that empowerment feeling like, yes, I look great in this. It's like wearing a power suit.
Sure.
Yeah. Or wearing your, like, Superman outfit.
Oh,
You put it on for the day, you're like, yeah, power pose.
every woman looks good in lingerie.
Yeah.
If you know,
Well,
good ones.
you got to think, like Victoria's Secret, they make millions of dollars. Everybody calls them a lingerie store, but what do you mostly go and get there? Panties and bras.
Yeah,
It is a lingerie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And matching ones, nonetheless.
Well, if you want to match.
All right, well, talk about what's on that sheet right there.
All right, so we're getting into these really fun perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, and we can't leave the men out because they go through stuff too.
Do they? Good.
Andropause.
What?
Andropause, yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. It is when men actually start decreasing in testosterone.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's really fun because they can suffer from fatigue, depression, all kinds of fun things.
So that's such a thing.
It is. They don't get away with it, ladies. They do get a little something in there, too.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot about us, like the perimenopause.
Yeah.
Perimenopause is obviously the transition into menopause.
Yeah.
And there's two different stages. You've got early and late
Okay.
perimenopause. So during the time, the reproductive hormones, they start fluctuating in a downward fashion, obviously. Going into lubrication, your vaginal lubrication is directly tied to your estrogen. So if you have estrogen blockers, like I've got an older lady at the gym, she was just diagnosed with cancer. She's taking like an estrogen blocker because estrogen can ultimately lead to some cancers and things like
Really?
that. There's a lot of women who can't use soy products. Soy actually is high in estrogen.
Really?
Yes. So if you're drinking like soy milk, or you're looking for maybe an estrogen replacement and you don't want to go onto like
Yeah, I never did.
a hormone replacement, you could also drink soy milk, but you also have to take into effect that, added estrogen into the system can breed some cancers. So if you are at, a risk for cancer or anything, it might be something that you
What kind of cancers does it bring on? Do you know?
breast cancer, cervical cancer, just all kinds of different cancers. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, mostly with the women's, like fallopian tubes and ovaries, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Estrogen.
some uterine. There we go. Uterine cancers, breast cancers, things like that.
Huh.
It can make them more susceptible if you're already at high risk. Yeah, because I had some ladies. We used to sell a soy candle for massage.
Yeah.
Because soy melts at body temperature. It doesn't get any hotter than that. And of course, she was like, "Does it have soy in it? Because I've run a risk of breast cancer and things." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's good to know."
It is good to know.
Yeah. Sometimes your customers teach you too.
Well, always. People, I'm always learning.
But
What years does that usually happen?
your earlier years go start as early as 35.
Wow. Wish
Yeah.
mine did.
Well, this is perimenopause.
Mine was late.
Yeah, perimenopause, you're still having a menstrual cycle.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but it can be more sporadic. You can have shorter days or longer days with your menstrual cycle. And of course, it can be more sporadic. It can kind of change a little bit. That's so fun, right? And of course, you run in a cycle of 28 days usually. Yeah. Your cycle actually syncs up with the moon. Did you know that?
Well, I've
Isn't that
heard
fun?
rumors of such a thing.
Yeah.
So it's all secular.
It is.
Okay.
You run on a 28-day cycle. Isn't that fun?
Is that why the full moon people get crazy?
Well, I mean, maybe. It could be. It could be.
Because, I mean-
it could be that estrogen surge. And I don't
Yeah.
the
Makes sense to me.
testosterone surgeon, maybe.
Makes sense to me. Always something goofy.
But you're going to have obviously hormonal shifts. But in perimenopause, you can still obviously become pregnant because you are still ovulating.
You're still ovulating. Okay.
Whereas menopause marks the final menstrual period.
Praise.
Yeah.
Praise.
Now there's some women who love, like, I'm in menopause. Yay! This is the
That
greatest
was
thing
me.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about,
All
pads,
of it.
tampons, anything like that anymore. We don't have to worry about bleeding through pants.
Yeah, always fun.
Men will never know.
They will never
You'll
understand.
never know.
No.
But for some women, it ending their, baby cycle, it's kind of a grieving period or a loss, because sometimes that can be the only constant that you have even in your life sometimes. So it can be, you gotta go into that with grace and like, this is happening, and this is how we move forward and love our and love ourselves.
Oh, wow. All right. What happens to your body during this period of time?
Well, in perimenopause, obviously, like I said, periods become shorter. You can also have sleep disruptions. It's the same with menopause. Yeah. So you can have sleep disruptions, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. That could be the mind racing as well, too. You can have mood swings, of course, decreased libido or desire. Because even in the menstrual cycle, you have these peaks and valleys where the estrogen's high and it's low. We get to go on this really fun roller coaster throughout our entire life.
It's precious, yes.
It's like Six Flags, but not as fun. But there may be chocolate involved.
So that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, the estrogen and testosterone and estradiol and yeah.
Well, isn't
fun.
it, for me, God's way, it's a procreation. Our bodies are meant to procreate.
Yes.
And then, and then we don't. And you're right. I guess there is a grieving period.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like I said, it can be, for some women, the only constant that they've ever had in their life. You know that, like, okay, this is happening. And then it's like, oh, well, we don't need those products. We don't need to go to the store and get this or that. Oh, my body's changing.
Yes, it is.
Why is this happening? This has never happened to me before, because there's a lot of things like headaches, hot flushes or flashes.
Still going.
Yeah, it's so fun. Once again, personal dryness comes into effect there. So having a good personal moisturizer, and when I say personal moisturizer, it could be a lubricant.
That goes into.
Yeah.
Right.
Hand in hand. Hand in hand. You have joint pain, back pain. Yeah, difficulty concentrating or brain fog. Cook says, I don't know how you make it anywhere. You can't even remember what I sent you to town for. I'd like to say I have 50 other things on my mind than, oh my God, I forgot the cheese at the Save-A-Lot.
You're
You
going
know
to be
what I'm saying?
okay.
Be like, I'll get it later when I go back out to town to my 50th trip out. You know what I'm saying? But perimenopause can even go like a 10-year span.
Okay.
But you've also can look at urinary incontinence.
Oh, jeez.
Super fun.
Yeah.
I call them something different at my parties.
Yeah. Is there something you can
It's
do
not a
for that?
mishap, it's a mishap.
Piss out. Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, laughing, jumping, anything like that. We're actually going to go into like
Okay.
pelvic floor exercises, because this is something very common. Gravity takes effect.
Yeah.
The bladder is pushing on everything.
Everything.
Internal. And, you have that, urethral area, which is where the urine passes through as it exits the body. So, I mean, yeah, you got a lot of movement going on down there, so you have to keep the muscles tight.
Yeah, because if you've had like my both children were huge, but one of them was I did the C-section first, and then I did it was VBAC, and Madison was huge,
Yeah.
and ever since then it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, yeah, you've got gravity that pushes down on a lot of things in areas because you've got a 3-layer system which supports the bladder, rectum, everything. So it couldn't just be urinary incontinence; it can be anal incontinence.
Oh
as
my
well.
goodness.
Yeah.
That's
So
fun.
the pelvic floor spans that whole area. So the drawing in of those muscles, you can even use, like, I sell Kegel exercisers. They're weighted balls. They have the Benoit balls on the inside of them. People have probably heard of them.
Yeah.
But they are a little bit bigger so that you can hold them in position. There's something that you can use even in the shower because you want to do, it's kind of like going to the gym. You want to do 3 rotations of 10, just flexing that area to make sure. It's the same thing if you move your arm, it's not going to atrophy. If you
Yeah.
leave it in one spot, it's going to atrophy and it's going to lose muscle tone.
Right.
Putting a weight in that same hand, you're going to start building the muscle tone and seeing some results with it. So adding in that pelvic floor exercise can actually help you prevent going and getting those urethral or bladder slings as well.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, the mesh and things like that. I mean, if you don't want to go that route, I would start with pelvic floor exercises like bridges. Squats can actually help because you're having to tighten as you go into that squat motion.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we're back to that dang exercising thing again.
I know, because I also work at the gym.
I know. Do you do that with the ladies over there? Do they?
Well, we do a lot of bridges and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's one of those holding those muscles in, really constricting, because you want to get the blood flow working there too.
So it works.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because that, all right, so that comes in with menopause and all that.
Oh yes, helping people daily at the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But heart palpitations, stuff like that, and the hardest part about it is the unpredictability. And like I said, it can last up to 10 years in the perimenopause part. Yeah. But going into menopause, there's no real exact like age that can happen. It's just 12 months after your last cycle is when you're like, okay, well, this has happened. Okay. But it can arrive early, anyone before 45. Yeah. And you can even have induced menopause where they actually go in and do like a full hysterectomy, take your ovaries out. Now, if you go in and have surgical menopause done, that's gonna trigger it, obviously. But any pelvic surgery, whether they take your ovaries out or not, can actually trigger it. Isn't that fun? It's
Yep,
great.
mom had it, she had a tumor, and they took it out as the size of a grapefruit or
Yeah.
something, and so they went in and just cleaned her all out, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, she's the most nicest person now. I mean,
That estrogen.
I don't know what the world, but I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
you know, it changed her.
Yeah. It's the surging with the hormones. You have that through your entire life. And your hormones, like, it's wild.
Yeah, no wonder we're we're
Man's
crazy.
like, she's crazy.
It's true. But it has a point, though. There's a reason for estrogen. There's a reason for
Yeah.
testosterone.
Yeah. It's what makes us different from men. They have higher testosterone. We have levels of testosterone too, but the estrogen comes into effect. And that's why a lot of times when you're about to start your cycle or while you're on your cycle, you lose a lot of your strength when you're training.
Huh.
Yeah, because the estrogen's surging in, you don't have as much testosterone.
Huh.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Okay.
She learned that from me. How
I'm
about that?
telling you, man. I'm always learning something.
But of course, feelings during menopause is going to be different. Like I said, some women love it, some women hate it. Yeah. But you're going to see and recognize and go about it your own way. But the things that change with the body are the vulva and vaginal tissue changes in response to the hormone fluctuations.
Okay.
Yeah. The vaginal tube and the lining become thin, dry, and they actually begin to shorten. Yeah. Your endocrine system can be affected because of the hormonal environment changes.
So like diabetes?
Just your endocrine system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Gary Busey. I'm gonna rip out your endocrine system. I love that on KZ106. It's great. But you're gonna have those hormones that fluctuate pretty dramatically too during that time. So your body still may have a little bit of estrogen surging in, a little bit of testosterone. You may not know how to handle it, so your emotions might be like mood swings off the whack.
Sure, no, own it.
But you can also lose muscle mass, and your bone density comes into play during menopause as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of women may elect to have the bone density shots like the Prolia or something like that. Honestly, the best thing that you can do is get into the gym and start working out.
The lifting weights is important,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like I've heard cardio, I've always heard got your cardio up.
Cardio is going to be great for your heart health. You have to do strength training.
Yeah.
Whether it be pelvic floor exercise, but you've got to keep the muscles toned. The muscles are what holds the bones into place.
Okay.
And as you begin to, like, I go to the chiropractor. I got to go to the chiropractor after I get done here. But he's always like, you've got to do the strength training exercises so that it holds your adjustments into place, because he's manipulating those bones in such a way.
You've got to exercise. You've got to do weight training.
Yeah. Weight training and cardio.
And cardio.
I mean, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah. But your metabolism begins to slow down.
Yes, it does.
And your body favors fat versus lean muscle mass.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you haven't started like a workout routine, it's to your advantage to do it now. Because if you're already overweight, it's just going to make it that much worse, because everything revolves back into healthy lifestyle and things like that too.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to get rid of those hot flashes, make them less. You want to make sure that your alcohol consumption is down. I know. Sometimes we like to overindulge on the alcohol.
Only 2 glasses of wine.
Well, but the alcohol will flare temperature for you too.
Really?
Yeah. And it also dehydrates you as well.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because, if you've ever woke up the next day and you tied one on and you've got like, oh, my headache, like everybody has been there at some point. That's because your body's going through that dehydration, and you need to really start chugging water. It's the same thing when people have sensitivity to caffeine. When you get a caffeine headache, it's because you're dehydrated. Yeah. He's like, pound the water.
We're back to that dang water again.
Yeah. Oh, I won. I'm a winner, man. Like,
She's very competitive.
When I say I'm a winner, like, I win things. So I won a 4-week training session with a gal out in Arizona. She's a personal trainer. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She's like, you were the only person that has ever took full advantage of this training with me, by the way. I'm like,
silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, who knew? But she was like, you need to drink a gallon of water a day. We're going to get you to like 84 ounces. And I'm just like,
but you should do it.
yeah. It changes the texture of your skin. The things that you're eating right now will show 2 months from now on your face. Yeah. So, we just got through a chocolate holiday. Like, I get it. But we've went through all of these sugar holidays. Sugar's going to build inflammation throughout your body. Perimenopause, menopause is an inflammation as well. It goes into your joints and everything.
Really?
Yeah. It's great. It's great. But lesser known symptoms of menopause, this is really fun. Like I said, joint stiffness, pain and heart palpitations, but you can even have, like I said, dry skin or dry eye.
Yeah, I've been starting to get dry eye, which is excessive watering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Granny always said to me, I don't understand why they say I've got dry eyes. I'm watering all the time.
Yeah. Well, your eyes may be putting through extra moisture because they sense that they're dry, maybe.
So dry eyes.
Yeah, it's
feeling
wild.
very gritty.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You can even have tingling sensations.
What?
Yeah, tingling sensations. Like, oh, what is that? Ugh. Yeah. You can have gum problems.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I follow one of the doctors, like Dr. Barbara. I'm on the TikTok. I follow Dr. Barbara.
Barbara O'Neill.
Yeah.
Love her.
And she says you can do gum pulling and teeth pulling. So that is taking in coconut oil.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's an antibacterial product. Coconut oil is. Yeah. So, and it will help fix your gums and teeth. Isn't that fun?
Okay. Thank you,
But
Barbara.
you got changes in body odor.
That's always exciting.
Yeah. It's like, why is my deodorant that I've used for 30 years not working anymore? Yeah. And I can't do them 72-hour deodorants.
Really?
That's a lie. if you're going 72 hours without a shower, honey, we got some. I got some bubble bath. I got some stuff. Cause yeah, that don't work for me. I'm in the gym. I'm constantly sweating. It may work for some people, but it don't. Not for me.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's only certain deodorants that I can wear. This one's a really fun one though. Itchy ears.
Itchy ears?
Yeah, that's a lesser known. Yeah, for menopause.
Okay.
Itchy ears and ringing in the ears, like a tinnitus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it may come and go. Yeah.
All from estrogen leaving us?
That's just a menopausal change in the body.
Okay.
Because when you're not feeding those organs the same hormones and stuff that they're used to, and it's just like, I'm rebelling.
Well, it's happened since the beginning of time. You would think that we would adapt instead of freaking out. It's probably because of education. We just don't know.
There's just a lack when it comes to certain things. If you're not actually going out and seeking the answers for yourself, it's just what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no change equals no change.
And we don't talk about this kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, your home life plays a big role. Your spirituality plays a big role in sexual health and education. It's an embarrassing topic. There's a lot of shame surrounding it. I mean, how many women actually go month to month doing a self-breast exam? But it's something that you absolutely need to do. Every time I go to the gynecologist for my visit, she's like, have you been doing your self-breast exams? I'm like, obviously I have. There's so many hours in the day. But obviously that's something that you should know your body well enough. Like, oh, I feel something. So that's, as your body changes, you're gonna start noticing it and be like, maybe I should go get that checked out. And of course, first level of defense, know for yourself, do a little research, and then of course go to your doctor.
Go to your doctor.
Yeah.
You recommend, like, at a certain age, your GP is your gynecologist.
Okay.
I
seek out a specialist.
Okay.
Because, like I said, some general doctors don't have as much education in the field of women's sexual health.
Sure, no.
Unless they've, like I said, specialized in it. I highly recommend going to your gynecologist, because how else are you going to know that you have ovarian cysts or, any kind of tumors or anything like that if they're not doing your full pelvic exam and really getting down to the root of, why do I have pain in this area? Yeah.
So pain.
Yeah. I mean, you can have vulvovaginal pain. You can have irritations. I mean, anything like that. I mean, how are you really going to know, what's going on if you don't go?
What about, and this is a kind of off the topic, but not really, douching.
Okay.
That used to be really big back in the day, and now they say no. What?
Well, your vaginal canal is a self-flushing entity. So any bacteria should be flushed out naturally. I actually have a product that's in the menopausal section that actually has an olive leaf extract in it, which forms molecules over bad bacteria and flushes it from the body, in a personal moisturizer. But not advocating for any of my products or anything. But that's something that you do need to kind of look at. You're not only taking out, when you do things like that, you're washing out the natural good bacteria along with anything else. So you're making yourself more susceptible to infections, bacterial infections, things like that. Okay. So it's a natural flushing area. Let her do her thing. Let her be.
Okay. Because, we all go through, science goes through its different ways of what's good and what's bad.
Well, so. Going back into the body odor. You want to make sure that you smell good. Like women prefer to be intimate when they feel as if everything is clean.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you want to smell good. You want to look good for your partner. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean,
So I can understand it, but ultimately, when you're introducing other products, it can lead into an infection or irritation.
no one wants
thing.
that.
Yeah, because you're making yourself more susceptible because it's washing the good bacteria away
Makes
as well.
sense.
Because there's a fine flora. The pH of the vagina is anywhere from 5 to 7.
Is there anything that you can do to help her?
Well, I mean, obviously, you can use the pH test strips to make sure your pH is correct. Of course, diet, exercise, things like that can make sure that your pH is on point. Using a pH balanced, like water-based lubricant, even if it's just for everyday personal dryness. There's some companies that offer vaginal moisturizing kits with pipettes that you can use on a daily basis for just, internal dryness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But using a good water-based lubricant, whether it be daily or during activities, can definitely help out, because your partner can throw your pH off a little bit as well, but keeping it in the range that it's supposed to be will keep everything healthy.
Keep everything healthy.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we need to know here, girl?
Okay. Well, like I said, with the pelvic floor exercises, bridge post squats, Kegel exercises, and Kegel exercises can be even like you're blowing out a candle when you contract those muscles and then release.
Really?
Yeah. So it's the drawing in of the
Drawing
vaginal
in.
area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen them on videos. I'm like, because then when a doctor says Kegels, when you're talking about incontinence, it's a total issue with women.
Yes.
It's like a total issue.
Well, I mean, you see, even now, it's becoming like a thing for like the poise pads for men and everybody.
Yeah.
The pelvic floor, you have to maintain it because, if you've had kids and things like that, you already know what we're talking about. It's really fun.
So just we're just gonna have to exercise.
Yeah.
That's just how it
And like I said, those Kegel exercisers, even the ones that have added vibration to them, they will help with cell turnover as well, because
Okay.
that added vibration brings blood flow to the area and helps those dead cells to turn over and become rejuvenated new cells.
Really?
Yeah.
So those little women's things that you buy from you
Yes.
help regenerate cells?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Because we're getting into a time, obviously, where women are outliving their partners. My husband's older. I don't have I'll probably outlive him. We're 14 years difference.
Is it 14?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I'm so young.
Hey, look at Eric. You little rascal. He is pretty funny.
But when you are like, well, I'm never going to get married again, I'm never going to date again, anything like that, if you don't use it, you lose it, and you have the cells that don't turn over internally, so they're not rejuvenating in the way that they should. Yeah. So even adding in, like I said, the Kegel balls with the vibration and stuff to them, it's going to help with that healthy cell turnover internally. Yeah.
Okay.
And it ultimately keeps the area from having any kind of atrophy as well. Because, like I said, the walls begin to draw in, and as we go, like we've already talked about menopause, the vaginal tube begins to shorten. So keeping those areas healthy and stimulated can obviously be a help.
So it's a natural thing that you should continue.
And of course, Kegel exercises too. When you have the big O, those muscles begin to constrict and contract. So you're actually building the pelvic floor as
By those.
well.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we need to know?
So for men, the andropause, I told you we wasn't going to let you off the hook. So the symptoms of andropause are very much similar to what we have.
Really?
You're going to have fatigue. You can have low energy. Anybody ever said, I just feel drained and I don't know why?
That's Eric.
I have so many women that seek help for their partner because they will not seek it on their own.
Oh.
They are afraid to actually admit that they have a problem, and that could be low desire, erectile dysfunction, things like that. They're like, I don't want to go and get a prostate exam.
Yeah,
we're
no
not
man wants
we're not
that.
doing
Yeah.
like nobody wants that, dude.
Right.
Okay, like it's not anything bad, but that's always my first level of defense. Like, has your partner went and had his testosterone checked? Because that can make a huge difference when you're talking about fatigue or low energy
It's
for them.
testosterone.
It's the testosterone. You can get over the counter like what's it, like Testofen, stuff like that helps naturally boost your testosterone. But I highly recommend going and getting those levels checked.
Really?
Yeah. Because they can put you on like an androgel or something like that. That's a topical product, so you don't even have to have the steroid shots for or the testosterone shots.
Yeah, I think of it like, bodybuilders with
Yeah.
testosterone shots, and it has side effects.
Well, I mean, testosterone is what allows you to have these big muscles. That's
Right.
why you have bodybuilders that are like, wow. It's because they have a lot of testosterone.
Right. Natural or not natural.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. We're not talking
We're
about
not talking about
We're
that.
not talking about that. But it is, a phase of life once you get into like age 40
Wow.
for men. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that close. But you've got mood swings. You can have irritability. You can have depression brought along by andropause. And that's just a lessening of that testosterone. And of course, diet, exercise, all that stuff plays a big role. They're going to start favoring fat the same, and they're going to grow it around their midsection.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. That's why you got the men that
Yeah,
have
put
the
them
little
in.
pot bellies, and they may look exactly the same
Yeah.
like everywhere else, but
Yep.
they start building because
That's why they're little bendy. So cute.
it's not just us.
It's not just
It's not
us.
just us with the bloat.
Yeah.
It's great. Decreased muscle mass and strength, obviously, because
Yeah.
that testosterone is what drives that. Difficulty concentrating or memory problems, same as us.
Eric has that, yeah. That's hilarious.
I mean, it's totally the same. They have brain fog, same as us. Yeah. Sleep disturbance or insomnia.
Yeah.
Yep. Reduced bone density, and increased risk of fractures. And fractures ultimately lead, like a fracture is a break.
Wow. Yeah, he fell on the stairs, and I thought it was going to kill him.
Yeah, you just never think you're going to recover. Like, I don't know. I took that tumble when I was 20, and
Yeah.
I recovered just like that.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't heal back as fast. That's one of the
what
other
that
ones. They can have hot flashes or increased sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And decreased motivation or confidence.
Yeah.
Because there's something that comes along when men start having issues. The confidence level is
Men need to be men. They want to be men. Men want to be
Yes,
men.
exactly.
And I want them to be men.
and when they start having issues in relation to performance
Their
and,
manlyhood.
and things like that, it can be a real confidence killer
And
for a lot of men.
And it permeates everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is one of the things that women come in and seek from me.
Sure.
What can I get to make my relationship better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or he's having this problem. What can you give me? And I'm like, I can give you advice. I would rather give you advice and sell you maybe a $10 or $20 product to try versus let me sell you the biggest, baddest thing that I've got in this
Yeah.
van.
Yeah.
Because it may not work for you. And then you're going to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, she took me for $120. I would rather sell you like a cream or something like that so that you can start out, build a conversation. Because all of this, going back into the managing andropause, goes back to communication and conversation with a partner.
Sure.
Yeah. Because if you don't have like a good communication with your partner, yeah, 50 or more % of relationships end in divorce. And you have these younger people that's like, well, we'll get married when blah blah blah, and it don't matter. We can get divorced. It's just something simple. It's not the way that we were raised.
No, you marry once. I mean, I haven't, and I regret it.
I mean,
but
you try
yeah.
to make it work for as long as you can. It's not one of those I entered into this simply like, oh, it's cavalier.
No,
It just needs a divorce. You know,
No.
there's bad things that are going to happen in your relationship, and you're going to have to really work through it.
and sex is an important part of a relationship.
Well, I mean, there's two reasons that people get divorced, and it's sex and money.
Wow.
Sex and money. That's the top two things that people file when they go for divorce. It's either incompatibility or finances.
Or how they raise their children.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there's always that.
Yeah. That might be that incompatibility. I don't know. But communicating openly with a partner always makes a difference. I have games and stuff that help out build communication because as you age, taste changes.
Sure.
You know, something might appeal to you that didn't appeal to you many years ago. Your body changes. You know, the things that were working for you in your 20s when your relationship was brand new may not be working for you now. That's the ever evolving. Your body's changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, exploring different techniques, physical touch. Of course, if your partner does have a problem, maybe they had prostate cancer and they have erectile issues, you know, still having that closeness, that connection, cuddles, kisses, things like that can really still be an intimacy.
It really can.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be the actual act.
Heck, women. Yeah, well, anyway.
I mean, you know. So you can consider obviously working with a sexual health therapist or a sexual health coach to, you know, kind of help you communicate a little bit more so with your partner or understand how your body is changing or how your partner's body is changing.
You have to work together towards this change.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's interesting.
Absolutely.
Who would have ever thought communication would be in there?
Me, right? Yes, communication. So,
Did we cover it? Did we cover it all?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. But
let's talk
there's
about
lots of fun
anything that. How can you help? How can you help?
well, there's some really fun books out here. So you can find all of these obviously on Amazon. You can find them on your Audible. The Menopause Manifesto is a good book because knowledge is power, guys.
It really is.
Knowledge is power.
It really is.
So you constantly have to be working on yourself, and of course, reading is fundamental. We learned that. You can get into the Perimenopause Power book. There's Menopause for Men, so you can understand what your woman's going through and be like, why is this happening? The Great Menopause Myth is a good book. Menopause.
Menopause.
So you can understand what's happening with you, or the Andropause, the Complete Male Menopause Guide.
I'm going to totally check into that because I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, there's tons of different books out there. Now, when you get into the sexual health realm, you're going to find, because I'm partnered with Indiana State University right now, taking the course that was offered through the previous company. And you're going to find a lot of things that you may not agree with because we are into the, you know, LGBTQ plus. You know, some people's religion just don't congeal with it. Okay? So some things you do have to kind of read and just be like, okay, and I read it. So,
yeah, it's interesting times these days, sure.
But I mean, it's good to understand what others are going through, obviously, and how things change, because if you are naturally born woman, you're going to go into a perimenopause, menopause, and all the things.
No matter what you call yourself, you're going to go through that. That's science.
Exactly. If you've got ovaries, you've got ovaries.
whatever you choose to call yourself.
I mean, I give everybody the respect that is given to me. I help anybody that is in any situation navigate to the best of their abilities what they're looking to accomplish in their relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm open to all people. I'm an open book.
Sure.
You know.
So it's not just bachelorette parties. You are here for...
I don't even do a lot of bachelorette parties. I do a lot of, like, let's get the girls together parties.
Get the girls together.
Yeah, we're just going to have a fun night. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have some snacks. Amy's going to come over. We're going to have some fun.
Okay. And you have little games and stuff. And...
Oh, yeah. We do a little icebreaker game, you know.
Okay.
Tell me a sexy adjective that starts with the letter of your name.
Because, I mean, girls, you know, we got to talk about it somewhere.
Yeah.
So it might as well be in.
It's a connection.
It is.
Yeah. And you're more open when you have people that you know are your friends or that accept you.
Sure.
As well. So, and somehow I get interjected in there and I just become part of the party and the gals and they just tell me all kinds of things. They're like, well, you're
Kind of like a hairstylist.
you're the professional here, so tell me what I need to do. Am I normal? That is a common thing too. Am I normal?
Am I normal? Because we don't talk about it, so you don't know if it's normal.
Honey, nobody is normal. What you feel is normal in your relationship may be just off the rails for somebody else.
Sure. We all have our different things.
And of course, your background is going to breed, how you go into situations and things like that too. I've got people that get wild and out at parties, and I've got people that are super reserved, like, this is not the way that I was raised. This is all new to me. Wow.
So it could be almost like a book club too. I mean, you can come to one of those. I mean, you fit all groups.
I do.
All right.
And I do theme parties.
You do that.
Flip-flops and Jello shots. I can't wait to wear flip-flops. It's going to be great. But I can build a theme around anything. We can do fiesta.
Cinco de Mayo's around the corner.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
Oh.
Yeah. St. Patty's Day.
Sure. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Be fun. I'll be in Vegas for St. Patty's Day. I'll be at a conference.
Oh, gosh. I hate that. All right, how are they going to contact you? If they want to book you, they want to know more, they want to know more, how are they going to get a hold of you?
Well, obviously, you can always go to vibrantsynergy.net, and of course, that's my shopping page. It's got a lot of fun things on there.
Does it come in a brown package? Like,
what can brown do for you? Everything is discreet. I ship everything discreet. Nothing says anything like what it is on the packages or anything like that. You don't have to worry about bouncing boxes.
Okay, good. Right on.
But, there is some really fun things on there. It's an 18-plus website. So,
yes.
But if you are looking for personal moisturizers, health, things like that, there's a lot of amazing products on there.
And you just go onto the website and you search, and if you have any questions,
yeah,
you just message you. And
most people here have me on Facebook. Even your people in Mike Manville, they have me on Facebook.
I know they do.
I do a lot of parties in Mike Manville.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know how I got down there, but I'm super glad that I did, because I've got amazing customers throughout. Like, I did a party in Florida not too long ago.
Cool. Yeah, that's so wild to me.
We'll travel.
I don't even know what to ask at this point. All right. Any last words that you want to share with our viewers out there?
Well, I mean, obviously, your wellness and health should be your top priority. Like I said at the beginning, you should definitely consult physicians. And if they're not giving you the answers that you're looking for, it is your right. And you should be an advocate to go and get a second opinion from somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, if your problems aren't getting fixed, I hate to say the word fixed.
Addressed or
yeah,
whatever.
if they're not getting addressed, exactly, then you need to find somebody that will.
And,
you have to be your own sexual health and wellness advocate.
And you have to pay attention, because it is a whole body thing. Everything is a circle of life in our body.
It is.
And we can't just ignore that part of it.
Exactly.
Even though Grandma told us to.
I mean, you might want to, but don't do it, because it can ultimately lead to something else.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than...
I mean, if you're having a pelvic pain or something like that, you want to make sure that it gets addressed rather quickly, because, what if you're pregnant in your tubes? And it ruptures your tubes and you're never able to get pregnant again.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you have to be your own advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to read up more about the male menopause, because I learned something today. So.
I mean, we're not alone, ladies. Isn't that great?
Low testosterone. Low T.
Low T.
Low T.
Frank Thomas talks about it all the time.
Low T.
It
makes sense now. All right. Well, I didn't giggle once.
Maybe twice.
I'm gonna wait until after the show before I start cracking up. Right now,
I love it.
I appreciate it. It went out of my comfort zone to discuss this, but it is
my realm.
It is.
It is my everyday.
I know, and we are very blessed to have folks who live here that are experts in their field. So
I'm an edutainer. I educate, empower, and entertain. Isn't that fun?
I love it. All right, I am going to send our little pumpkin here out to spread joy and sunshine, because that's what she does.
Yeah.
Seriously, and she cracks the whip on those gals over at Tenacity. So
I do.
They love it, though.
That's the one place I get to be mean.
I know, it's hilarious. I'm like, ah. All right, that's it. We're going to go on a quick break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. We'll see you in a minute.
Psalm 84 to the choir master, according to the Gittith, a psalm of the sons of Korah. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of hosts! My soul longs, yes, faints for the courts of God. My heart and flesh sing for joy to the living God. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young. At your altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Blessed are those who dwell in your house, ever singing your praise, Selah. Blessed are those whose strength is in you, and whose heart are the highways to Zion. As they go through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The early rain also covers it with pools. They go from strength to strength. Each one appears before God in Zion. O Lord, God of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O God of Jacob, Selah. Behold our shield, O God. Look on the face of your anointed. For a day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of wickedness. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the one who trusts in you. May we have a desire to be with and in the presence, you could say, the household of God, though our conception of that may be a little different now. But may we have this desire to be where God is, as the psalmist had. I'm J.D. Cantrell, not a perfect guy. I'm just a guy who loves Jesus and tries to follow after him. And I hope that you may be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9188.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. Alrighty, let's see. What did I know I went over with Amy, but heck, it's a great topic, and I'm not going to cut that one short. So anyway, I haven't done any planning for my column, but I do know that Miss Barry Valentine is coming up on the 22nd, which is Saturday, 10 a.m. So if you have a young lady from birth, got you, Alex, birth to, I don't know that at the top off of that. Anyway, contact Heather Childers. Nonprofits, South Cumberland Community Fund, nonprofits, 501c3, government entities, schools, and churches need to go to info sessions. There's 3 of them to choose from. There's one on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the EMS building. There's one on Monday at 12 o'clock at our tourism office. And then on Tuesday, that's next week, there's one at Morton Memorial UMC, and I believe that's at 5:30. Just go to one of those info sessions. Looks like they're going to carve out about $100,000 in grants this spring session. So check that out. That's all I got. All right, let's go to birthdays. All right, today we have a memorial for Jean Dickerson, Miss Clendenin's folks. And then happy birthday to Alyssa Smart, 34. Happy birthday, Alyssa. Let's see what we got going on here. Birthdays. My girl Sydney Poole out in Colorado. She was my neighbor over in Sewanee. Her and Lance. Great success story. She's 50 today. Way to go. David Kincannon, Beth Moore Perkins, Shelby Blackwell, Courtney Crabtree Sherman. She's married to that fabulous Bradley Sherman, our judge, circuit court judge. Frank Brindisi, Charlie Morrison, and Becky Lehman, and Delanor Reed Acuff. So happy birthday to those folks. We had some deaths coming up. My girl Shanna's dad has passed, Mr. D Meeks. Family, that's so sad. Who else passed that jumped out at me? Oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to pull it out. All right, let's pray for Steve Melton. Let's get him home. Let's pray for all the unspoken, especially Miss Jones folks. Let's pray for Clarence and his knee. He's on the road to recovery. Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Frank Brawley, Herschel Parson, Larry Parson, Chloe King, Wyatt, Taylor Crichton, Kimberly Malinowski, Louis Nolan and Secura Meeks, Joyce and Charlie McDowell on the Long Road, Brenda Caldwell, Jimmy Bonner, Cheryl Foshee, Dalchi and Christine Lunley, Danny and Dave Crabtree, Susie Lane, Joseph Roddy, Baby Denny, Joni Baby Denny, Granny Barb's babies. I'm going to check in on those. I'm going to keep them on until she tells me not to. And then Brother Osmond, Miss Nellie, Vicky Green and Vicky Lane, both of them. And of course Miss Ophelia and Miss Dola. Let me know. I feel like I've missed one. But sad to say, Miss Shanna's, my girl Shanna's daddy is gone, and the boy, all that's super sad. All right, Lord, please lift these folks up, and especially for those who have lost loved ones and those hurting. Please protect all of our babies off school today, and pray for our children and our education system and all the challenges that we have ahead and all the opportunities that we have ahead. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's go to the phones. Junior won the apple pie on Friday. I saw him. He dropped by the office, and we had, Eric and I had, well, I'm the one who had it for dinner, so here we go. Morning.
Morning.
Well, tell me about it. Happy Monday. Did Junior enjoy his pie?
We haven't eaten it yet. We've got it put in the refrigerator.
Well, good. I had mine yesterday for dinner.
Well,
Heated it up and put some Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream on it.
yeah, I'm gonna get me some French vanilla probably.
Mm-hmm. And it just, it was so good. So many apples.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, what do I need to know today?
Well, nothing. It's cold. I know.
Yeah, now, so I read from Chase, our Chase on GCTV6, that we're going to be getting some really cold temperatures.
Yeah.
Like really cold temperatures. Like pipe freezing kind of temperatures.
Like we just went through not long ago.
Yeah. And then next week after that, it's going to be in the 60s, so.
Yeah, I hope. I hope it stays somewhere around there. I hope it gets that 70s.
I mean, seriously, it's like, okay, welcome to Tennessee. Yeah, it was freezing last night.
It ain't gonna be long. It'll be spring.
It'll be fine. Yeah, we've got what, 5-10 winters to get through?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else I need to know? Anybody pass? I swear I saw somebody and I just can't remember.
I looked and I didn't see nobody on the obituary.
Okay. Well, no news is good news.
All right.
All right. Well, what are you guys going to get into today?
Not much. He fixed some soup.
That sounds good. Everybody's on the road to recovery, though, right?
Yeah. I'm feeling better. I am.
I know they kicked you to the curb and said, "Suck it up, Buttercup," but.
And he's got to go feed here now.
Go on. He's fine. He got taken care of. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day and happy Monday.
Okay, you too.
All right, see you. Bye. All right, see you. Bye. Morning.
How you doing, Miss?
Hey, buddy. Are you sick?
A little bit better, but not very.
You're not, or you're a little bit better.
Yeah, I just.
Do you have what everybody else was having? All that yucky whatever? Flu?
Whatever,
Did you go over to, have you gone to the clinic and maybe they get you something or no?
No, I went down Friday give it to Misty.
Okay.
So, so I ain't been nowhere. I did go to the store, did some toffee and stuff, I need. I ain't got no toffee, no cream, or nothing in the house here,
Bless it. But you're all stocked up now.
Yeah, sometimes when I lay down and watch by myself, it just felt like when you just lying there, it just felt like it just, I smell I did rid of it somehow.
You just got to snuggle in and sleep it off.
Yeah, so.
Did Flurries go away this weekend?
Yeah, him and Lisa went somewhere Friday,
Good. I mean, when they can get away on a 3-day weekend, they get away.
Yeah, so, and Lisa told me, I think that night, and see how I was doing, and she told me, she said, if you need anything, you just told me he did it and put it to you,
Okay, well, good.
So I hadn't talked to him anything yet, so.
Okay.
Maybe these 2-3 days, I'll be back on the road riding then,
Well, it's going to be super, super cold this week.
Yeah, so.
Did you get hit? Did anybody get hit with the wind, etc. on, was it Saturday night? Yeah, I think it was Saturday night. It was crazy.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
And, it was blowing from bottom of the hill all the way up, and it rolled the tarp off over these points of trash. I swam. I ain't no worry about it, but I'm going out, put the tarp back over the forward or whatever.
Yeah, I want to say that there was some tornado sirens in Monteagle. It hit right over us. But so far, I mean, just a bunch of trees, limbs that came down.
Did Paradise.
Do what?
Did you put me down the other day on Paradise?
I can.
I thought you did. I didn't know I didn't hear my name talk.
No, I can. I got Lisa Lane. All right, there we go. We got you on the prayer list, buddy.
Yeah, just for this 2-3 days till I get better, and I tell you, tell me off.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got you on. I'm sorry.
I thought you did Friday when I told you to,
Well, I mean, I thought I did too, but sometimes I can't read my own writing.
Right. So.
Well, I've got you on now. That's really the key on there, and we'll keep you on.
Yeah,
we'll keep you on.
Wednesday or Friday, whatever, to do.
You just, yeah.
You know what this Friday is, don't you?
No, I don't know. What is next Friday?
25, 25, 25, 25. This Friday.
2/25/25?
100 for 28th this month on Friday.
Oh, Friday is the last Friday. Is that what? No, we got the 28th.
Yeah, no, I'm saying not next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday.
Yeah, the 28th.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, I got that down.
I thought I better remind you every day.
Yeah, no, thank you. Giveaway.
Yeah, baby, I did feeling better, and I think we're supposed to do some snow Wednesday, rain, snow Wednesday.
Rumor has it. Here we go.
So, hey, you never know, it may snow in March too.
You don't ever.
I've seen it snow in March.
You don't ever know, Lily. You don't ever know. All right, buddy. I hope you get better, and I've got you on the prayer list, and just snuggle in and heal up.
I will, but I won't fail tall in, but I will tall in today if I have to, and talk to you,
Okay, well, you just call in. You got it. All right, buddy, you have a wonderful day, and I hate that you're feeling poorly.
Oh, I didn't feel better. It might take me the next couple of days to feeling better, so.
Okay.
And I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right, honey. All right, see you, bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Charlie, Joyce, how are y'all feeling?
I'm feeling a whole lot better, honey.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, did that wind hit y'all? Did you guys have any power outages Saturday night?
It's just off and on 2 or 3 times. They come right back on.
All right, perfect. All right, so no trees down, nothing crazy.
No, last Wednesday's one coming down across the road, but that was the pine tree fell over by the mailbox, and
Okay.
Jackie Henry, he gave me the number normally to call the fire department. They come cleaned up out of the road, but they didn't clean the other part up.
They didn't clean the other part. Okay. They just got it out of the road.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, no, I get that. All right, anything I need to know today?
I don't reckon, honey.
Well, no news is good news.
But just stay warm.
Yes, ma'am. It's coming. All
Coming
right.
Wednesday, they're saying.
All right, that's okay. It's still winter.
Well, it's no use.
That's what I heard.
Yep.
It was-
Covered it down for a little while.
It was spitting, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that little round, I call it harvest snow, little ice ball,
Yeah.
the round stuff. Yes.
It was cold.
Yeah, it's cold now, baby.
It sure is. All right, you two little snuggle up.
All right, you too.
All right.
Have a good day.
All
baby.
right, you too. See you. Bye. Yeah, I've got to get some bird feed. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Ophelia. How are you, honey?
I'm doing okay. Excuse me. Got a bottle of green apple juice.
A green apple juice.
It tastes like it's from a green apple.
Well, like a Granny Smith apple?
Oh, no. It doesn't taste all that good.
Okay. All right, Miss Ophelia. I've got you down. Anything I need to know today?
Well, right now there's nothing started going on yet, I don't think. So
Yep.
seemingly to be.
Okay. Well, it's Monday. It's President's Day. I know I'm super excited about President's Day this year.
Oh, President's Day.
Yep, today is President's Day.
Oh, it is?
Yep. Probably all the banks and probably the courthouse are closed today.
Oh. Well, I don't know too much about President's Day. It's supposed to be very special.
Well, I think they all, I really don't know, but I'll find out. All right, Miss Ophelia. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you snuggle up.
Okay, thank you. Now, you have one too.
All right, honey. See, bye. Yeah, I've got my red bird. I saw so many, all my red birds are. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Leslie. How art thou?
I'm doing fairly well this morning. What about you?
Freezing.
I know it. It's cold.
I mean, not that I'm going to complain or anything like that because, I mean, it is winter. But it's cold.
I got to expect it.
Amen. Well, anything we need to know before we get into Revelation?
Now we're supposed to get some snow starting Wednesday morning.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm not.
Eric left me rip, so he was ahead of the game.
Yeah, I want the term warm to stay that way.
I know, but we wouldn't appreciate warm weather unless we had cold weather.
I guess you're right.
You know, we're going to really, when we get those flip-flops on, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
All right. A car still running good?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is so exciting.
Yeah, I like to thank Stacy, her, whoever helped her help me get that. I appreciate that so much. It's just God's gift. It's just, amazing.
Well, we live in an amazing area, Leslie. Thank you. What chapter are we in today?
Well, the 8th chapter was going to get last Friday, but you run out of time.
I did. All right. So what verses are we doing today?
Well, we got sections here, 2 to 3 verses each one of them.
Okay.
There's 13 altogether. We'll get into the 7th seal.
Okay.
And the angels offering the incense. And then we'll get the 1st, 2nd, and maybe the 3rd trumpet. Or
all right. So verses 1 through...
maybe 6.
All right. 1 through 6. And then we want summary.
Yeah.
All right. Go for it.
All right. He had opened the 7th seal. There was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayer of the saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne.
and the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. And the angels took the censer and filled it with fire on the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were no voices and thunderings and lightnings and earthquakes. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. So we're getting ready for the sounding of the trumpets.
Okay. All right. So the seventh seal. Tell me about it. What, anything that jumps out at you?
Not particularly. It's just preparing things that the prayer of the saints, that's been prayed, and the saints is going to send them up before God. So, it's just prayers being answered.
Okay. All right. All right. Revelations 8:1-6 describes a dramatic moment in John's vision where the seventh seal is opened, leading to a period of silence and the preparation for the seven trumpet judgments. Number 1, silence in heaven. When the Lamb opens the seventh seal, there is silence in heaven for about a half an hour, signifying awe and anticipation for what is to come. 7 angels stand before God, and they are given 7 trumpets, which will bring forth divine judgments. A different angel comes with a golden censer filled with incense, representing the prayers of the saints. The smoke of the incense, mixed with the prayers, rises before God. The angel fills the censer with fire from the altar and throws it to the earth, causing thunder, lightning, earthquakes, and chaos. This marks the transition from the seal judgments to the trumpet judgments. I did not know that there was 2 different things. Silence as a sign of reverence and expectation before judgment. These are the themes. The power of prayer as the prayers of the saints are presented before God, and the beginning of divine wrath as fire is thrown to the earth, leading to trumpet judgment. This passage serves as a pivotal moment in Revelation, signaling the start of more intense judgments upon the earth. Oh, that's exciting. More to come, right?
More to come.
Oh my goodness. So these are going to be more intense than anything we've heard so far.
It's going to get more and more intense because God's judgment is coming up on this earth and people's not prepared for it.
Yeah, I know. Here we go, Leslie. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll get some interesting things here.
Hey, real quick, not to get into politics, but what about J.D. Vance speaking in Munich the other day?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, my gosh. He basically chastised the European Union for mass immigration, unchecked immigration, and also free speech. The Eurocrats are doing what they used to do to us. And he just says, you will not be, America cannot help you if you're going to not listen to your citizens. So.
Well, there's going to be some changes made. You can bet on that.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing all the things. They just are so used to us, America taking care of them.
Yeah, and it's going to change.
Yeah, I mean, why is it our job to take care of them if their policies are the ones that are causing what's going on?
Well, everyone's ripped off the Americans so long that they think they can still continue doing it.
I mean, serious? Did you see? I don't know if you witnessed it, but Elon Musk is continuing his fun.
Yeah.
And the Social Security. Eric Cook sent me this. The Social Security fraud is unflipping believable. So there are people. There's 4,734,407 folks from the ages 100 to 109 collecting Social Security, cashing those checks.
Yeah, and there's dead people collected too, and he's going to put a stop to that.
Yeah, there's 695 folks, 180 to 189. Do you know anybody 180, 89? There's 1,039 folks who are between 220 and 229 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane. There is one person collecting Social Security that's between the ages of 360 and 369 years old.
Yeah.
How can you not say that's not fraud?
Oh, that's definitely fraud.
Someone's cashing those checks.
Yeah, it's either family members or the Senate or Congresswoman is back.
Or they gave the Social Security numbers to the illegals.
Yeah.
And that's how they're paying them.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. That's just beyond crazy for me.
Yeah. There's been a lot of thievery here over the last 100 years, over 100 years.
Yeah. Sure has. Well, anyway, we're getting into our 250th anniversary in 2026, I think. Yeah, 1776, 250 years.
Yeah, it started after Grant was president.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Grant sold out the country. Rich elites. And people don't realize that.
Well, we're paying for everything, all this weird junk, and when we still have veterans that are homeless and kids going hungry, it's just not acceptable.
Right. I agree with that 1,000%.
Just not acceptable. Until we solve our own issues, we have no business solving other people's issues.
We can't help other countries till we learn to help ourselves.
Yeah, didn't they say that at home? You got to take care of home first.
Yeah, you got to take care of your family, and we are family.
Yeah, amen. Because if your kids are starving because you're giving to other folks, something's wrong there.
Yeah, when they can set up these illegals in these big hotel rooms, and our veterans out there freezing to death and sitting in weather all the time, never have offered one thing to help them with, and our veterans, these fought for this country, have to suffer. It's not right.
No, it's not right. So I don't know. I'm enjoying every single second of it, Leslie.
Oh yeah, it's coming hard on some of these politicians. Some of them's going to step aside. Some of them are going to die. Some of them are going to be taken to jail. Some of them tried for treason. So
wouldn't that be great?
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, happy Monday, Leslie. Happy President's Day.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, Leslie. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right. See you. Bye. One more. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Bethel. What is up? Hey, Granny was asking about Blondell. Any updates on Blondell?
Last time I talked to her daughter, they had to unplug the phone.
Oh, did they?
She was falling for everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those scam artists, they prey on older folks.
Yeah.
And well, all right, but she's still with us.
Yeah, she's seeing things now, and
is she?
It's just
the long road.
Bad.
Yeah. Oh, I hate to hear that. All right, Blondell. Anything else I need to know today? Blondell. Bethel, is there anything else I need to know today?
No, I just wanted you to register.
Yeah, all right, I got you, and I'll let if Granny calls in, I'll let her know.
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
All right, see you. Bye. Morning.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Joni. How are you? How's that baby?
Well, she's having surgery the 26th.
The 26th.
So just everybody pray for her.
Yes, ma'am.
She'll be 7 months old the 19th of this month.
Wow. All right. What else do I need to know today, Joni?
I got some items to put on.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a practically new baby bassinet that's used only 3 months for $50. A box of baby clothes 0 to 3 months for a little girl. There are about 75 pieces in there for $25. I have 2 dinette tables, solid wood, $40 each. 4 high back Dinette Church, Sollywood for $60. Have a Sunny Health and Fitness exercise bicycle for $60. And a large shower chair for $20. And my number is 924-2294, baby.
All right, and how you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I fell again the other day and I killed myself.
Oh, my goodness.
And then guess what else happened?
What?
Last Sunday, a big hernia come up on my belly.
Yeah, you're kidding me.
No.
I mean, Joni, if it rains, it pours.
I reckon it do, but I'm you can't keep a good woman down, baby.
No, you can't keep
Keep
going.
it chugging along.
Keep on doing it. All right, Joni. Well, I got you
Hey,
down,
baby.
and I'm glad I will definitely, baby, and you are on the prayer list.
All right, thank you, darling.
All right, sweetheart. See you, bye. Hernia popping up. Ugh. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn, how are you?
I'm doing quite well this morning, and I've just been thinking that I remember I have two memories of something that happened before 1940.
Okay.
One was, of course, Mama took us to the fair to get our picture made because I was told that. But I remembered for years my twin sister and I standing on the front porch admiring each other's dress. Of course, our dresses were just alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow, little roses, yellow batiste cotton.
No.
And another that's really amazing to me is that men came to re-roof Granny's house, which was just up the road from where Mom and Dad and us lived.
Mm-hmm.
And one man was sitting in the yard trimming the wood clapboards that they were going to re-roof her house with.
Okay.
You know about the clapboards, of course.
Well, I've got clapboards. I think. No, I've got something else. Yes, I'm familiar with clapboards.
Yeah, that's what they roofed houses with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I reckon before the asphalt and tin. Of course, Daddy's house had tin on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've read about it in our Tennessee history book, which I tried to save one for myself, and finally I asked the one in charge. I said, "Can I go to your barn and look for that Tennessee history book because it was removed and I wanted to keep one?" And they let me go, but I tell you, there were so many books. I didn't even dare to start even trying to look.
Oh, I love books.
But that was a really old Tennessee history book, and it even told about Peter Cartwright on his Methodist itinerary going to a place, and they were having a party that night.
Well.
And of course he sat on the sidelines, and the belle of the ball came over and asked him to dance, and he walked out on the middle of the floor with her, and he said, "Oh, wait a minute, before I ever do anything, I pray." And he started praying, and revival broke out. And that was in that Tennessee history book. And you see why I wanted to keep one.
Sure, no, I totally get that.
Oh, well.
Is your parents' homestead still standing?
Oh, that's a sad story.
Is it? All right, I didn't mean to bring up something.
Oh, it burned.
Oh, gosh.
Our home, it was, and our neighbors said half of Flat Branch burned when that happened. It was arson, no doubt.
Well, we've had plenty of those.
And it was, well, that's enough of that.
That's another thing.
I want to get in.
I do understand, Miss Evelyn. Well, I appreciate you calling. Happy President's Day.
Yes.
And may you have a glorious one.
Yeah, well, they've not made it official that it's Abraham Lincoln's Day since they've changed to one date. That's what my son told me.
Yeah.
He knows history. So it's George Washington's Day.
Well, I mean, I think they all agreed to just call it President's Day because of the two presidents. Was it? How many presidents had birthdays in February?
Just those two.
Just those two. Okay, gotcha.
Just for those two. We had one day for Abraham Lincoln, another day for George Washington, and then they put it together. I think James Everett told me that they have not made it officially Abraham Lincoln's Day yet. So I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I just know that I'm happy that we have a Donald J. Trump as our president.
Yes, I'm happy about that too because we needed a reprieve. We needed things to be looked into and changed, and rectified and things brought out of the big swamp.
Amen. Amen, Miss Evelyn.
Oh my.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. We're just, it's just a glorious day to be alive.
It is, and I'll message you with if I haven't told you about an answer to prayer. They're just amazing. And anyway, I'll send you the message.
All right,
I think I put it on Facebook, but I'll send it to you. And,
I always love answers to prayers. You know that.
oh,
Well, yeah, I look forward to reading it.
okay.
All right, Miss Evelyn.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. All right, one more. Morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Barbara, are you sick?
I have been all weekend, but it's just, I think just a head cold.
Yeah, mine finally broke yesterday. I had just something going on there.
Yeah, well, I've been taking medicine, but the coughing and the runny nose, the sneezing, it's just been ongoing. But my babies, leave them on the prayer list.
All right, that's my question. How are them babies?
Well, they're still not over it. I mean, that strep throat and RSV and
Barbara.
so.
All right, well, I guess there's a pot of chicken soup on the stove. What?
Well, I made a pot of beef soup yesterday.
Well, good. That solves everything, Barbara.
No, I think I'm in a soup mood, I reckon, because last week I made loaded potato soup, and
Oh, so good. So good.
so yesterday I got in there and I threw together a pot of vegetable beef soup.
That sounds wonderful. Well, Barbara, I will keep those babies on the prayer list because
Yeah.
because they need it.
Work.
Yes. All right. I appreciate you. Happy Monday. Happy President's Day.
Happy President's Day to you too, honey, and God bless you.
God bless you. I hope you feel better, sweetheart.
Thank you.
All right. See you. Bye. All right. That's it. What an interesting day. Interesting show. Thank you to Amy for coming on and talking about things we don't normally talk about. I absolutely love that. Tomorrow, I was just checking, and I've got to verify with him, but the Deputy Commissioner of Agriculture, Andy Holt, will be calling in tomorrow. And I believe he wants to talk about Century Farms and whatever else we want to talk about. I love me some Andy Holt. So that's what we're going to have tomorrow. I hope y'all just go out there and enjoy today. And we'll see you tomorrow. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you tomorrow.